why is Pat Buck on this podcast? Because Pat Buck is my best friend. He is the guy that I am trusting with my wrestling career, handling my bookings. And he's been somebody that's always been very loyal and trustworthy in a business where that isn't always the case. So that is why we're here to kind of explain this relationship now.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. But it wasn't always, you know, I guess I'm in charge of that stuff now, but, you know, we met in developmental.
Yeah.
Different, complete. You were a $1 million tough enough guy. You went to Deep South, and then you're transferring to OVW. Me, on the other hand, tried the independents for a little bit. I had a little bit of a kind of a, hey, Jim Cornette, I'll mention, was like, you should move to OVW because there's been a couple guys that have, you know, gone through the ranks and been able to earn developmental, you know, for the fans listening, and there are a lot of newer fans, you know, before NXT, there was other developmental systems.
Yeah.
And dare I say OVW was the best one before NXT, before FCW. And I was down there, and I remember the first time I heard about you was a guy named Jack Bull came up to me.
Fearless.
Legendary Jack Bull, who I hope is doing well.
Yeah.
Greg Guthius.
Otherwise known as Barry Bland and just Jack Bull.
A very good man, and he was
Great man.
He was a little older when he was hired, but I remember when he got there, he was very kind to me, and he actually assumed that I was under contract because I was training with the contract class.
Yeah,
and
picture that, like now in the NXT Performance Center, you know, you have all these talents there, and just picture one guy not being under contract there, but he's there every day. He's involved in everything. He's traveling. He's making all the shows, and he's not under contract and not getting paid. That was Pat Buck back in the day at OVW. Everybody.
So I'm there just clinging on, hoping for a job, and but Jack had no idea. But then he's just like, "Well, how do you get this?" I'm like, "I don't know. I've kind of worked my way up. I'm just trying. You know, I keep chasing the carrot, hoping I'm going to get hired." But as we got talking, you know, he's kind of like, and I was wrestling Jack probably for the last like 2 or 3 months, and I knew my position in the company was, and I hate saying it, but it is kind of true that I was an expendable. Where
you got guys hired actually on many different occasions,
but more so, that was okay because a lot of those would be like independent guys or like passable matches, and some would and some wouldn't. But like there would be a lot of times where these killers and these monsters and these very large men or
body guys, otherwise known as
a lot of body guys would come in through the system, and it's like okay, and I knew, I'm like, oh fuck, I got to wrestle this person for 2-3 months. On live events, on TV matches, just getting killed by them, getting thrown around, taking bumps. But I was okay with that. But Jack's like, "Oh, bro, you're gonna have your work cut out for you. We got this guy, Ryan Reeves, you know, the $1 million tough enough guy. He was 230. Now he's 300 pounds.
Yeah, which I've never been 230, so I don't.
And he's rough, dude. So I was just like, shit, all right, whatever. You know, not that I was nervous. I wasn't at all because there was guys that, you know, I'm like, it can't be that bad. But it still talked me up like, oh, fuck, I don't want to get hurt. Yeah. But
I was 300 pounds at the time, though. Jack wasn't lying as far as I was a big guy.